Hello, happy Fun Day Sunday, everybody. Today is um today is Sunday, um December 13th, 2020 at 11:42 a.m. I was debating on whether or not to do a video. Um well, I had more than one topic and a few different videos in mind, and like I have a lot of emotions that I'm experiencing and feeling depressed, pretty much feeling depressed to the point of immobile. You know how you feel so depressed that you can't move. And so I didn't want to make one big long 25-minute video. I don't know if I should though. Make a normal, about however long my phone would allow me, and then I just have to label it open talk. Um, so, um, well, I should have put in my earphones. I was able to get a little sleep last night, and I didn't get to fall asleep till after 2 o'clock this morning, and I don't know how much sleep I got, but I think I struggled to try to go to sleep, and then ended up getting to sleep later. So now I know I'm mostly street homeless, but because of people looking out for me, helping me stay safe, warm, and dry, was how I was able to and plus some of my social security money was how I was able to my well, I didn't say SSI because the SSI check is so small, but I been been having the fortune to get to stay in, a hotel room, and it's the cheaper hotel. It's not one of those big fancy hotels. I can't afford that, and I'm not looking for that. I mean, I said yesterday in my video that was trying to see, I mean, it's kind of a challenge and like a maze and a hurdle to try to get permanent housing. And I know I'm being blocked from my own kind of housing. And I said on my other channel and other in the previous one before it got deleted as well, I said that, if I would have had enough supportive people, and but I guess you don't really get support as a real targeted individual. You ain't really got many people to be supportive. But if I would have known what was going on, plus have supportive people, then I probably wouldn't have. I probably could have kept my Section 8 and been saved from homelessness. But I didn't know what was going on with the attacks and abuse and everything like that. Um, but if I would have known then what I know now, I don't know. I probably still would have. They probably would have still set me up to be homeless anyway. In which they did set me up to be homeless, because how the hell, if my income is only seven something and you have me trying to make me pay $4.92 a month in Section 8 housing. And Section 8 people didn't want to do anything about it. So this is Section 8 program. They just had everything mixed up, but I don't want to go into too much detail, but earlier this morning, And sometime a few days ago, I mean, two different times in within less than a week, me having a nightmare or a bad dream of being like kicked out of a homeless shelter. But I mean, that has happened before, and I've talked about it. But I had a nightmare, bad dream this morning about being kicked out of a homeless shelter. Um, so I don't know. Me keep on having all these dreams about being kicked out of homeless shelters or whatever. So also I don't know if they put you hear the noise harassment. They don't usually bring music up back here. See, that might be that troll again. Wait till I'm doing a video to do noise harassment. So I'm nervous because I'm sitting here feeling like I wish I can get everything I need to say within one video, but I just don't feel like turning on my computer right now. And it's easier access to just grab my phone. So I had nightmares about being homeless. I mean getting kicked out of homeless shelters. And also, they make me afraid by giving me nightmares about being locked up in prison for life. And it really scares me. Um I've had a few of those nightmares about getting arrested or going to jail or being locked up in prison for life. And I know I'm not a criminal. And you can look me up on any I can tell you the states I've lived in. Louisiana. I'm from New Orleans. You can look up Louisiana, Texas, California, Wisconsin, Florida, New York, South Carolina. What am I missing? Yeah, I think those are all the states I lived in. You can look me up, and I promise you, I'm not on any registered sex offenders list. So, all the people starting, lies and false rumors that I'm a pedophile, or, I'm this or I'm that, or I harm children or whatever. I haven't even been around children. And, well, I'm not gonna say never been around, but I haven't really spent time dealing with children in like pretty much a long time. And that little job I had last summer, everybody was out in the open. You know, so I actually felt a trauma of I heard that people would be traumatized by being falsely accused of a horrific crime. And so that made me have like discomfort and fear of wanting to even be around children. Um, you know, and so they make false rumors that I'm a prostitute. The typical targeted individual false rumors to use to justify surveilling and gang stalking you. And then some of the gang stalkers, including your family, who gang stalking you when they're on good terms with you, and they're not mad at you and y'all getting along or whatever, they hold their head down and feel like this sorrowful kind of, with this sorrowful, pitiful kind of look, and be like, well, I know that you never did this, or I know that you never did that, you know. So they admit that they know that I never did this and this or that or whatever. So I'm forced to bottle in a whole lot of emotions that I'm feeling right now, and it seems like as if I'm forbidden to talk about certain things that I really wish I can talk so bad. I wish I can so badly talk about it, but I'm like forced to hold in my emotions and my feelings. And people say it's not good to bottle up your feelings, and I feel like I have to let them out. And to I mean to people who, if anybody would be supportive and listen and not be biased and take sides and choose favoritism, you know, and just offer like words of encouragement, support, and comfort. You know, I'm just dealing with a lot of emotions right now, and seems like I really hate that people have come on this channel. I should have created a fresh, brand new channel, but then I'm glad that I can use this channel because I can still I can upload more like unlimited, well, not completely unlimited, but I can do way longer than 15 minutes of video. So while people keep passing by back and forth like they want to listen in on what I'm saying. um so I'm emotionally sensitive and my feelings get hurt really, really easily. And like I have a hard time processing my emotions. Um, and I have a hard time. I mean, because I grow up dealing with so much injustice and unfairness and double standards and favoritism. And in every situation or every conflict that you have with someone, it's always me who is considered wrong or at fault for every situation I go through or every conflict that I go through. And I like can't, even during my teenage years, I would ask like, can't I be right for once? Can I be in the position? I mean, yeah, they doing this on purpose. I see them keep passing back and forth, pacing back and forth, and I'm the second to last room. So I don't get how people make it like as if I'm super crazy and super mentally slow. Despite, I mean, I'm disabled, but I'm not a fool, But if they're making like I'm super crazy and super retarded and don't have any sense, but whenever there's a mistake or a situation, I'm the first one scapegoated or the first one who's to be held accountable, you know. And so it's like I have to deal with a lot of hypocrisy and favoritism and double standards and self righteousness, and everything's just dumped on me. And I'm tired of people trying to force cripple me, force handicap me, and then try to keep me in fear and try to coercively control me. And people think it's foolish or crazy or insane for me to say that somebody psychologically or mentally or emotionally forced me against my will to do something. you know, Using psychological and mental coercion and threats, and try to make you feel fearful, in constant fear and anxiety and everything. Um, and so I had a couple of more things to talk about, but I it slipped my mind. Couple because I had at least 3 or 4 topics in mind that I wanted to talk about. And usually I'm off to my, how can people make so many complaints about me or so many accusations against me when I'm a loner and I mostly hang by myself? And I try to people say that if you're emotionally sensitive or if you're highly sensitive, then you're considered an empath, and the opposite is a narcissist. The narcissistic abusers. And, for me to speak out on anything that try to discredit me, the perps try to discredit me and make me out to look like a fool. So people have come on this channel, stalk, follow, and watch this channel and condemn my every move or got something to say about my every move. And then it's like the haters must have the notification bell and subscription right on, and I get either equal amount of thumbs down on every video and as thumbs up, or I get like mainly at least three thumbs down and no thumbs up. And it's like I'm getting more hate on this channel than I was on the other one. But, you know, at this moment in this video, I know I am confident that I have said nothing wrong, nothing offensive, and nothing criminal. And I'm just speaking the truth based on my personal experiences and observations about, my life. And so, it's like being brainwashed and manipulated to hate myself for nearly almost all my life. And then it took for me to find out about the Illuminati and New World Order and everything to realize that not one person is, and also the Bible further confirmed it, that not one person is better than another. But then there's a such thing as more like pure evil. So, you know, that helped me to be able to accept myself better, and be content with myself the way I am. Let it go walking by again. I bet you it's trespassers who don't even they're not even guests here. So, there they go again. Wow, they can't be human. So, they'll reverse it on me and say that, treat me like as if I come from planet Mars, or like I don't belong to exist on the face of this earth. I can be quiet and there's still something to be said about me. You hear all these noise campaign and distractions. So, damn, this is crazy again. But watch, if I go step outside, then they won't be anywhere to be found. And the person that just passed by had on a red shirt, like they pacing back and forth right by my window. But it's just senseless to walk around and stalk and harass and surveil people. And then when you try to catch them on film, what they're doing to you, they play innocent and play victim, and then other people will defend them and they reverse it on you and lie and say that you're the one who stalk, harass, and follow people, like they're the innocent ones. But sometimes they'll do a certain offense, and then it's like they catch you off guard. So they catch you off guard. So then you put the camera on them and question and confront them, like, why did you do this to me? And then they'll gaslight you. And then other people be like, well, he's just minding his business. You're the one harassing him, So I'm glad I was able to vent a little bit. And it's not about me telling all my business or whatever, but I'm just, documenting, my diary of my targeted life as a single homeless disabled female with really no support or very little support. And it's like people who support my channel, thank you. And I appreciate all that you do. It really means so much. And I'm surprised that they do have anybody to like me, because I grew up being made to feel like nobody should like, love, or care about or respect me. And I don't deserve to have not one friend or not one person to love or care about me or feel any kind of concern. And if any concern, it usually is fake concern, you know, fake sympathy and fake concern. It's not genuine in order to manipulate. And then they'll falsely accuse you of being like when you're crying out for help as a targeted individual, they'll reverse it on you and lie and say that you're attention seeking and that you're manipulative and that you're being they're projecting what they're doing. They're projecting their dirty deeds onto you. And it's like I'm trying as best as I can to not let it get me down or get me depressed. And even though I know it's not true, it still get me down and get me depressed. And so you know, I wanted to publish write more fiction. I'm still working on my homeless ebook, but I want to make a detour and just write some more fiction. And like some people, Christians have a debate on whether or not it's okay for a Christian to write fiction, because the Jack Chick tracks, it's like fictional narratives based on biblical truths. And so I am a Christian. I know I'm not the best Christian, but I am a Christian, and a lot of my fictional writings is not all Christian, but some of it would be like targeted individuals scenarios, or let's see, targeted individual, narcissistic abuse, or any other abuse, cults, and mind control and stuff like that, and other Christian scenarios and stuff like that. And I have fun and enjoy it. But some people say that no fiction at all should be allowed because it has something to do with that you should cast down vain imaginations and stuff, or they think that fiction is vain imagination. But I would discuss sin in my books, but not glorify or glamorize it or embrace it in my fiction or nonfiction. you know so I just want to make that clear. And they have some other people who write Christian fiction, and I was researching last night about what do Christians think about fiction. I don't want to write like Christian romance fiction or anything like that, but um so they're warning me that my video is gonna shut down soon, and it's only at 20, not even 23 minutes yet. So they're trying to silence me because I know I got more space on this computer. I mean, on this phone. So some people try to say, be careful that it wouldn't glamorize or glorify sin. Um, there they go walking by again. So they're gonna have. I'm gonna just keep talking until they shut me up. That's crazy. They keep pacing back and forth. But you know, with my ebooks, I mean, because I was debating on whether or not to publish them again. I might take my ebook, the first ebook compilation, and just publish it on Amazon today. And I mean the fiction one, and then I mean those short stories and stuff. And I'm still working on a big fiction book, and I would be surprised if any perps pay